Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Learn.Build cohort. This is the day one of Learn.Build initiative, and we are here for learning cloud computing from our expert mentor, Miss Bhagavi ma'am. She has been doing a really incredible work with us since very long, more than if I could remember 2 years now. And she is a Microsoft certified trainer, has been working with multiple organizations. She has been training corporates, so she is the best fit to train you on the cloud computing and walk you through with Microsoft Azure and many more. So today is the day one, and we expect you to build alongside. The reason we have started this cohort is to help you work on the live space and get you hands on. So apart from the learning phase, I urge you to bring out that geekiness of inside you and just try to do the hands on projects. And we are very excited for this project, and there are some couple of announcement by the end of this session I'll make. And not wasting much more time, I'll quickly transfer the stage to Bhagavi ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Lakshit. Let me share my screen.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible. Yeah, it's set.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. In this, thanks for the opportunity to Azure Developer Community, and main thanks to Lakshit for nominating me to the mentor of this particular project. And in this project, we would be working on with the Power Platform, where we would be developing an app inside the Power Platform, and we would be integrating it with any of the say for you would be integrating it with teams, and you would be doing a project based on that. With that, let me give a brief introduction of myself. I am CR Bhargavi, and I am working as a senior software engineer for Ford, and micro and MTech data scientist from BITS Pilani, and a Microsoft certified trainer, and a C Sharp corner MVP, and I hold around 6 certification from Microsoft, and a global speaker, blogger, and author. This is my LinkedIn ID. Please feel free to connect with me through LinkedIn. And this is my blogs and article page. Please feel free to follow that as well. With that, I am getting into the agenda for today. And today we would be seeing the Microsoft Power Platform overview. And I will also let you know what you need to do with the Power Platform as an overview. So, with Power Platform overview, in this we would be seeing what are the components and features that are available as part of the Power Platform, and what are the value that are being used as part of the Power Platform, and how will it be useful to your business when you build the solution, and how will it be how the Power Platform can be used into the different product and services. So these are the things that we would be covering under this session. And we will also be seeing how we will be creating a account inside the Power Platform as today's agenda, and we would kickstart with what needs to be done as part of the project. So the products that are included in the Microsoft Power Platform are Microsoft Power Platform is something like a low code no code platform where it's the combination of many things inside it. Like it spans the Microsoft 365, Azure, Dynamic 365. Also, it spans around the standalone applications as well. Like Power Platform is the combination of all these things over all these things which are listed here. Like with the help of the Power BI, you would be able to see the reports that are being generated, and with the help of the Power Apps, you would be able to build an application, and with the help of Power Automate, you will be able to build flows and integrate flows and triggers, which is something like the existing RPA tool, which is one of the trending RPA tool as well. And with the help of the Power Virtual Agent, we will be seeing what are we will be having a chatbot being developed in it, and in with the help of the Power Pages, it is something like the external facing website where it is used for building the websites of your own. It's something like when you want to it doesn't mean that, I mean, it's something which leverages it leverages the way of that what you are building with the help of HTML and CSS. Like you don't have to know much coding knowledge when it comes for low code, no code, right? So it works in that way. You don't have to know all the HTML, Java, and JavaScript or CSS. It paves you way for uh, providing uh, situation of developing a website of your own. And out of all these ones, what happens here is that you have something called as data connectors. Data connectors is something like the connectors that are available inside the Power Platform, which will be helpful for connecting your data with some other application. Like say in example, if you want to connect your if you want to connect the Power Apps with either SharePoint or Teams or something of that sort, then the data connectors are being used. Like say in example, if you want to read invoice and read the text from it, then the AI builder will be useful. Like the way that you want to AI builder is something like which will be involving all the NLP related task, and you would be having all the details being mentioned in it. And dataverse is something like the one which will be inside the Power Platform, where you would be able to have all the data being stored inside it. And when you want to see the business value, like there are you can ask me like what will be the use of Power Platform application when it's being built. Like it is easy to adapt, and it is one of the trending one as well. And it works in the way that it has low code no code technology, and it is suitable for all kind of developers. Like you don't have to know much coding knowledge in it, but you will be ending up with developing an application inside the Power Platform. It is as simple as it is like you will be working on Excel and everything, right? So it is something of that similar sort. You can also work inside the Power Apps or Power Automate without even much knowledge to the application, but you will be able to build the application or automation inside the Power Platform. So it is as simple as easy to use, and it is it it has become more agile, and you can build quick and easy solutions to your organization, which will improve your productivity, and will make you more profitable as well. Since your productivity is being increased, your profitability will also be get increased. It also involves like citizen developer, or it can be a professional developer, or they can be a business person as well. They will be able to build within this Power Platform. So it is of that platform. And when it wants to like The use of the Power Platform to build and consume solutions for the web and mobile is that the main use is that you will be able to develop solutions which will be accessible through web as well as for mobile. So in the earlier days, like the android development or the app development was some of the trending technologies that you would be looking for jobs, right? And now the power apps has came in, and all the android developments or all the app developments has become so easy, and you can develop the applications within, even if it's a simple application, and if you are developing there over the scratch, then that would take a minimum of 30 days, for example. Then here it would just take you around 15 days to develop the application. So you and the material is available all over the net, and you can search over the details of power apps, and even in the learn.azure.portal.com, all the details are being available, and you can search the details for it, and you can make it available to read for yourself. And you will be able to build more customized task, and it has the different kind of apps been involved in it, like the canvas app, and then it also has it has the different type of app. Maybe I will be pitching in when we see the demo for it. And it also it also gives you an way of model driven app, like connecting your application with the data model and business process. And then it also helps you in consuming the fully accessible app across the web and mobile, and it acts as the standalone and standalone on any device, like it supports any device that has been available. And when you want to integrate with Power Automate, that is something that we saw for apps, right? So now let's go in deep of what does Power Automate do. Power Automate is something like what I told, like it is used for the robotic process automation, right? So the robotic process automation is something like it would be automating your task based on your needs. Like you will be building in the logics that are needed for your requirement. Like say an example, you have to make an approval for your leave, then you will be building in an application with the Power Apps, and you will be connecting it over here. And you have to make the flow to make it approve. And you once the approval is all done, you have to make the flow again back to the uh, back back to the Power Apps, and where it will be having the UI kind of stuff, and that will be called. And um, this will this will be having different flows in it, where flow I mean here is that when an email arrives, process invoice using AI builder. This is something of that sort, right? So we will be these are some of the flows, and we will be having the automation being developed for ourselves. And when it comes for Power BI, it is something which is used to gain the insight regardless of whatever the data that we give to it. Like you will be connecting all your data to the single pane of glass, and you would be able to display the information for it. And it is something like you would be creating the ad hoc analysis, like the dashboards and the interactive reports can be built in it, and that can be and this also has a feature of available through web or mobile. And it also acts as building smart apps for your smart apps by infusing the insights from your data. And this also backs up the power platform. So this is something like which will be acting in. You can connect your data which is available like say in example, you have got some details, and that details has to be displayed, and that details has to be shown as some UI graph or something. So you had got details from your power apps, and that details has to be connected here, and that's possible. You will be connecting it to the Power BI, and from the Power BI you would be generating them more details for it, like whatever the data that you want to do, or whatever the data that you want to play with, you would be playing with it, like whatever the chart that you want to draw, or how do you want to display your data. All those kind of different plays can be done inside the Power Apps. So chatbot kind of thing, like the one which will have the Power Virtual Agent, is something like the one which is used for building up the chatbots in it. Like what we saw earlier, you would be you had the connection of data that is from Power Apps to the Power BI, something of that sort, right? So you can also build an application where, say, an example, you are building a website for your own, and it needs a chatbot to it, and you can support of getting a chatbot, and you can train by yourself by giving topics to it, and you would be able to build a chatbot within around 15 to 20 days of time, and deploy it to your own website as well, which is very complex one, like I am saying. Like if you want to get the details and if you want to deploy it as well, then that is also possible. So these are some things which are part of the power platform. And Power Pages is something like when you want to build an application for yourself, and that's also possible, and you can build that with the help of the Power Pages. So this is all about the introduction of Power Platform. Now we will go in deep of Power Apps, which will be our first kind of task that we would be developing. The first kind of task that we would be doing is that we would be first generating the environment inside the Power Apps, wherein you have to create a subscription or tenant for yourself, and you would have to then build a dataverse, which is like we would be building a very simple project inside the Power Apps, like the leave approval would be the one which we would be doing inside the Power Apps, where once we are done with all those kind of UI and everything, you would the way that what you want to do here is that you have to build a UI inside the Power Apps, and that Power Apps has to be connected in the Power Automate, and Power Automate will have all the flows being installed in it, and that flows will trigger the mail, and that mail has to be approved, and once that is approved, it will be flowing ahead with the next step inside the Power Automate. So this is the simple steps that we would be doing inside the Power Platform. And apart from this, we would also be seeing that with the help of with the it's something which can be done within the 2 weeks, right? So for the next 2 weeks, we would be seeing a project which would be another simple one, like we would be involving a AI builder inside the Power Platform, and with the help of the Power Platform, like say an example, the leave approval itself, you are sending in the format of the PDF, and that PDF has to be read and auto approved. So this is two tasks. then that has to be done with the help of the AI builder. So one in the normal way and one with the help of the AI builder. So we will be covering these two kind of different tasks, and with the help of AI builder it won't take you much time. So it's as simple as it is. So we would be seeing how it can be done. As the simple step for now, we would be seeing how do you connect the data and how do you manage, and we would be seeing all those introduction for today. And that that was your overall picture of what you would be doing on the next 2 to 3 weeks of time. And yeah, when it comes for connecting your data to the work, how do you do with the help of the Power Platform is that you use something called as Dataverse, where Dataverse is something like it would be used to kickstarting your application with the standard data model, with the business logics being built inside it, and that also has the security and integration that has been part of it as well. And if you want to extend your own needs of data, then you would be covering with the help of the apps and services as well. Like it works seamlessly in the Dynamic 365 or Office 365 and the Azure integration as well. So it it will be used to connecting all your data around the cloud with the help of Microsoft Dataverse. So it is used to connect the datas. And when it yeah, the unmatched functional flexibility of the Power Platform is something of the sort. Like when you want to connect the data and services, these are the data and services that it can get connected to. Like it has more than 450 connectors that has been available, and it would be having the you can extend it to the SAP or Zendesk or Box or Salesforce, or you can connect it to n number of services that are being available. And when it comes to when you want to connect it inside itself, then you can connect it to Microsoft 365 or Dynamic 365, or you can connect it to Azure, or you can connect it to a data gateway. So you it works in that way. And um, power automation process automation is something like it has robotic power automate is like RPA, like what I said, and power automate flows are like DPA. RPA is something like one attended bot would be taking place, and in DPA you will not be having having a person being sitting for you and doing the task. It is something like which will be having the task by itself will be doing the flows for you. And BPM and DPA both works in almost same the way. Like you will be able to connect it with the different flows, and you can have the flows being developed for yourself, and it can have the Microsoft approvals by itself. Like it also has the rich mobile experiences. Like in case of Power Apps or Power Virtual Agent, or it can get connected with a Microsoft Teams or Microsoft Project or Dynamic 365. All those kind of different user experience it can get connected to. And this is something which can be done inside the Power Platform. Now let me stop here and go back to the portal and show you how we can connect it to the Power Platform. So at a first step, what you have to do is you have to create an environment for yourself. And to create an environment, this would be the first task that you would be guiding on. With the help of the account that you have, you have to create a tenant for yourself, and with the help of the tenant only you would be able to access the power apps for you. And for the power apps to be used, what you have to do is you have to create an environment in it. And to create an environment, it would be like you would be going inside the environment, and it would be the default one, and you can start working with the default one as well. And with that, you when you click on create and start just working on the canvas app or dataverse. Canvas app is something like a canvas paper where you can start, you will be scratching in, or you would be writing in whatever the data that you have in your mind, right? So it is something of that sort. You would be building up the canvas app of that sort. And model driven is something like you would be connecting it with the dataverse, and power pages website is something which would you would be connecting it with the website. For this particular thing, you would be working with the, either it is of your choice. You can connect it with a model driven app or with the canvas app, and you can give it a create, and your application gets created, and that would take around 2 to 3 minutes, and that gets created. Once that is all done, what you have to do is that you have to then start building in. Let me just select the canvas application, and you can select which type of application you need and give a name to it. And once that is all done, give a meaningful name to it, like it should have a camel case thing. And when you give a create, it would be creating the application for you. Once that is all done, it would be popping up showing that few things that are being available. Just start exploring the things that you find in here, and that would be your first kind of task that is available for this week. Let me stop here, and ping me in the WhatsApp group if you have any kind of doubts. I would be able to pitch in and would be able to answer your queries. And don't try to DM me. It would be difficult for me to catch up the messages, and I would be surely answering all your queries in the group. And if your friend also has a same kind of query, then that would be useful, that if your question and his question is also same, then my kind of I mean then their doubts will also get solved. And that's the reason we are trying to reach all the questions in the group. And I am stopping in over here, and let's continue in the next session. Lakshit, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, so thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining in. And if anyone has any doubt, just let us know. We will be very happy to pick up your doubts. Yeah, I'm really sorry. So, hello everyone. So, what you need to do, you have to. I'll just quickly explain the task that you need to do. So, you just may have to make a GitHub repository, and we have already shared you the link of the project description. So, all you need to do is make a GitHub repository, update the README with the product description and everything, and that's pretty much you have to do. And that's the main task for today. And but you just make sure we will share the links on the group, right, ma'am? For the Power Platform Activation account, we will share every link in the group. You just have to follow those links. Make sure by next week, you have maybe in 2 3 days you can just try out, owning an account on, or maybe getting a subscription of Power Platform, because using your student ID, that's a free of cost. So use your student ID and utilize all the benefits that Microsoft provide. So that's it. That's pretty much about today's. And the main announcement is about, yeah, the main announcement is, so we'll be from, except today's session, from next session onwards you'll be having one attendance form. So you all need to submit your attendance, and post that you'll be getting the certificates, plus as well as some LinkedIn vouchers, LinkedIn premium vouchers as well. So if you want to get all these and there are some couple of more benefits, like we'll Microsoft Azure swags and everything. So if you want to get all these benefits, make sure you attend all the sessions, all 4 sessions of this journey. And we are here. Bhagwi ma'am is here in the group, so you feel free to drop your queries. So she will be, due to paucity of time, she will try to answer it on a one go. So by the way, you can just put everything that you are getting. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for time, and thank you everyone for joining in. See you next week.
Thank you all. Thank you,
Thank
Lakshit.
you all. Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am. Bye.